What's your story, Vancouver?
What's your story, Vancouver?
What's your story, Vancouver?
What's your story, Vancouver?
What's up, Vancouver? Today we're at the Lost Lagoon. We're here to speak with the talented and beautiful Fiona Vroom. Fiona, what's your story? Where are you from?
I am from Vancouver, born and raised. This is my home, this is my backyard. Actually, I live up the street right here.
So you've been acting and dancing for how long?
That's a very good question. I've been dancing since I was about 5 years old, and then I started acting around age 11. Got into a lot of musical theater. I did a lot of theater here in Vancouver. I did theater on cruise ships all around the world, across Canada, and then kind of settled into the film industry here in Vancouver around 2006. So 10 years.
Right. You used to have your own troupe at one time.
Yeah, the True Heroines.
True Heroines.
So I started that in 2010 with some really good friends of mine. Basically, there was nothing happening in the film industry at the time. It was a very slow time. Reality TV was kind of taking over. The writer's strike had just happened. So we were kind of in the predicament to create our own work. So yeah, I co-created this web series and a cabaret called The True Heroines.
Nice. And you won an award.
Yes, we won a couple awards for that. So basically, for 4 years, we ran a cabaret every other month here in Vancouver, performed at many stages around the city, Guilt and Company, Electric Owl, the Anza Club. And with all the funding that we created from our live shows, we put towards a web series. So yeah, we took the web series to Toronto. It was nominated for a Canadian Screen Award. In Vancouver here, it won a Leo Award for Best Series. It won a Best Series at the LA Web Fest. It won Best Series at the Hollywood Festival. So it was, it did really well, and it kind of catapulted our careers to the next level.
How important do you think it is for people, for actors especially, to create their own content?
For me, it's always been, it's just always been something that I've wanted to do. I guess I have a wild imagination, and it just kind of takes over sometimes. But I don't think it's for everybody. It's a big job, producing and writing and getting stuff off. It's a completely other, like it's a whole other world. But sure, I think everyone should try it and learn how it works. Why not?
How important is it to have a strong social media presence?
Producers look at how many Twitter followers this one has compared to this actor, and I think networks will often go or create shows for people who have, a million views on YouTube. So it's definitely changing the industry, I think, altogether.
Who are you with? What agency are you with?
I'm with Trisco Talent here in Vancouver. They've won Best Agency the past 3 years in the Georgia Strait, so they're great. They've been around for a long time. I'm with Aaron Alexander. He's like my best friend.
Fiona, can you take us through your timeline? How do you prepare? Like, from the time you get your audition sides the night before until you go into the audition room, what is your process? How do you prepare?
I think it's different a lot of the time. Sometimes you get 3 or 4 days to work on an audition. Sometimes you get less than 24 hours. Basically, when I get an audition, I like to discover who I'm talking to. So say it's like a scene you're doing with your dad. So then I find my own personal voice, how I talk to my dad, and that's the first step. And then I'll layer it with wardrobe. Wardrobe is really important to me. So just like working from the ground up, finding what shoes the person walks in. And so I play a lot with that. I usually like to start my day with a yoga class, so I'm breathing and making sure I'm present and focused. And then when you go to the audition, it's just a matter of playing. Like, it's just at that time, it's just you've done all your work, you've done your character work, you know who you're talking to, you've layered it with whatever the scene requires, emotionality or whatnot, and then you go into the room and you play.
So there has to be a part of you in every character.
I think that's really important, yeah. I like to try to bring myself, as much of myself as possible to every role.